and they subbed Ibaka in for him.
Van Vliet gets a wide open look, puts it in. Fred Van Vliet.
Tonight, a miscommunication on switching. He gets a wide open three. 12 huge fourth quarter points for Van Vliet and the Raptors.
5 to shoot. Leonard sees the double team. Van Vliet gonna have to hoist it up. That's a two-pointer. Oh, he packs it in! Another one of those off the rim, rolling around and drops through for the Raptors.
Knocks it home.
Van Vliet goes right at Jerebko. Tough shot. Oh! Banks it home. How did he get that one to go?
Well, just isolated. This is very good defense by Jerebko, but a tremendous spin.
Fires for three. Oh, he hits first glass.
Sometimes you need an act of mercy, a touch of kindness, and right here, these gentle rips.
Shot clock at 5. Van Vliet using a screen, three-pointer. Oh, Van Vliet again! His third three-pointer, and the game is tied.
He was a terrific defender. Here's Van Vliet for three.
5 on the 24. Van Vliet fakes, stoops, floater, got it! He sees the double team. Gasol fakes out to Van Vliet. If he would have kept dribbling, he would have had a layup. Van Vliet, bang! Fred Van Vliet from downtown, and the Raptors lead by 1.
It's 14 from last season when they won just 25 games to earn a trip into the postseason for the first time in 7 years. What a finish by Van.
Team on defense.
Van Vliet with the rebound three. Fred Van.
To now, the top-end talent is great, but the depth isn't even close.
Van Vliet does it again, banks it home and draws the foul.
You see Jimmy Butler being ultra aggressive here for the Sixers.
Oh, Van Vliet just picked the pocket of Embiid. Powell gives it up. Leonard, big finish.
Watch Van Vliet able to just pick Embiid's pocket there, kicks it ahead to Powell, who finds Kawhi as he gets his first deuce of the game.
7-0 in fast break.
The Magic have pointed out is they've been playing playoff games the whole last month of the season. They've been in must-win mode as Van Vliet puts down another.
Job on Curry in game 1, despite the fact that Curry got to the free throw line, scored a lot of points. McKinney in the game, deflected by Lowry. Nice pass ahead from Gasol. Van Vliet to Siakam. Oh, what a slam!
Outstanding. Throws it ahead, and Van Vliet throws it upstairs to Siakam, and he does.
We're talking to Kyle Lowry. Van Vliet to the rim. Bank shot is good. He usually has one of those a game.
Van Vliet does a good job lulling Sean Livingston to sleep, catching him off balance and then explode.
Van Vliet to Ibaka. Drives down a lane.
Over. Here's Powell. Van Vliet for three again.
Right now, 22-11. And a number of offensive rebounds for the Warriors. Van Vliet to the rim with his offhand. That's a beauty.
Crowd wanted a foul. Whoa. Van Vliet for three, and suddenly he has.
Difference right now. Toronto's got 4. That's, as you said, only the second one for Orlando.
Instant offense. Fred Van Vliet with the smooth shot.
He's still trying to guard Kawhi Leonard. Van Vliet off the dribble. Contested shot is good. What a difficult shot from Van Vliet.
There's Siakam. Ross on his back. Draws the double team. Van Vliet. That's good.
And there's an example where we talk about Siakam is getting to a point.
Coming around his screen.
It's just
We'll shoot free throws.
Read there, and Michael Carter Williams.
The next pass accordingly to find the open guy.
Van Vliet driving. Strong take. Fred. Stolen by Van Vliet.
One man to beat. Van Vliet to the basket, lays it in.
discipline. Gasol's up. Van Fleet is active. Strips the ball.
We'll see.
Yeah, Kawhi had to get loose. He has to get loose.
Van Fleet. Yes.
Cousins out there jumping. Gasol, the back tip. 5 left on the shot clock. Van Vliet, long distance. That's good. All of a sudden, now Toronto knocking down threes.
They don't get rattled, and I think to me that's as big a factor as it is the statistical element as well.
Deep three, and it's good for Fred. That's a big bucket at the end of the clock.
Best ever playoff game, 30 points, 7 rebounds, 7 threes. Stop the press. Are flying here tonight.
Tees it up. Short. Lowry the outlet. Van Vliet. The finish.
Gasol fakes, drives. 1 on the shot clock. Van Vliet, 1 dribble. Gets the 3. Fred Van Vliet as the shot clock expires.
Rare miss by Brogdon.
Got numbers.
Van Vliet. High off glass, and he is able to convert.
Vliet for a 3 here. He's due.
Raptors with only 1 score the last 5.5 minutes. Van Fleet hits the 3.
He's coming off the bench. So really some challenges that he's had to overcome.
Van Vliet gets it to go, puts a little English on it.
Inside the final 2 minutes remaining in this first quarter. Van Vliet, that's a deep one. He got it! Oh, feeling good, Fred Van Vliet.
Much better ball movement. There you go. And Van Vliet caps off. Gotta go. With the left jab, Van Vliet. Only his 2nd basket tonight. Preseason, but he has shot it very well here in the regular season.
Phil Bridges, an NBA Iron Man.
Years ago, he played in 83 games after being traded in Brooklyn. The Suns will pull back 2-12. Step there, but then Şengün step to him.
It's defending, playing as a unit, playing together. He does.
Off that double into the lane, steps through, tried to get the ball on Bridges.
A lot of people slept on him in the draft. He's the greatest athlete, but he's a winner.
They're 3 of 4 from long range. The Rockets only 1 of 7. Van Vliet. High screen for Thompson for Red Van Vliet. Comes into the lane, keeps Bridges on his hip pocket. Rockets are running out of time on this possession. Şengün catches it 25 feet away. That's a right out there, 3 ball from Van Vliet.
This was a unique one, obviously, because how dynamic Wemby is.
Turnover, that pass was at the ankles of Wembanyama. Here's Van Vliet, slips by CP3, gets to the rim, lays it up and in. He's coming off his Blazers. Van Vliet into the lane, off balance, scores.
I love that. You know, Fred obviously looking for a whistle.
5 turnovers.
Thought a man could have kept going there.
4-3, Fred Van Castle with 3, has hit many of them to start off his NBA career.
Can we get that every game? Is there a possibility to do every game? I don't want that out.
We talked about being in short games. And somebody just simply does not turn the ball over, and that's why the Rockets turn the ball over the fewest amount of times in franchise history. A season 3, his 2nd triple of the game. Van Vliet the run out, takes it, shot, throws it up and in.
Dream for Rocket fans. Şengün to Jalen Green, and those two with the 2-man games continue to build.
Van Vliet. Both glass.
Knew the shot clock was running down, didn't try to pass it, and 3 seconds. Fred Van Vliet knocks out. Was respectfully talking to the official about it. And the Rockets are just looking for any source.
The glass, no. Şengün with a rebound to Fred Van Vliet.
Van Vliet down the lane, lays it up, lays it in. You finally got a kind roll.
But the fouls were excused.
They're excusing a lot of fouls this afternoon. Van Vliet. To Van Vliet. Van Vliet, quick with the dribble, rises and fires and fills it.
You know, I was going to say, George,
he's got his...
Clippers really not guarding a man. They're kind of zoning things up.
Off the Landale screen, elbow J, and the first make of the night. Picked up by Van Vliet. Thompson ahead of blocked again.
it's so fast.
But had to recover. Back to Van Vliet for three. That's it. Brooks. Ops into the lane. Back to Van Vliet. And three on the way. Clippers are the best three-point shooting team in the league. Now misses that attempt at a runner. Quick outlet to Van Vliet. There's scores table. Back in action here, and then Jock Raindale was a plus 26 off the Rockets bench on Wednesday. Great half for him. He's a confidence guy. Van Vliet from Shingun, his look at the three is going. The Rockets now are just raining him down from the heavens. It had been a while.
Hard to get skirmishes with Steven Adams.
2 for 1 here for the Rockets. Van Vliet, 4-3.
Spectacular.
His second three.
The time here.
Van Vliet down the lane, flipped it up, got it to go. Brooks, after the defensive effort, Vliet down, they didn't see it. Here comes Fred. Oh, he shielded the bigger man. Tari Easton is back in. Van Vliet.
He's still on
16. Now he's going to Holiday. Shot clock inside of 5. Here. Oh, hit it. That was way out there.
He was more of a facilitator last time out. Had 9 assists. Here's Van Vliet for 3. That's good. Rockets quickly back the other way. Van Vliet. The hesitation and drives. Banks on the left. And Williams missed the bunny. Van Vliet the other way. Banks on the left. Runs off. Big outlet to Van Vliet. Pull up 3. Got it. Don't go. Move it back. Here's Van Vliet. He'll pull up for 3.
Tell you what, he pulled up in training.
7 field goals this quarter. Houston. Van Vliet rounds it in. Seconds of the first half. 5 seconds remaining. Van Vliet drives. Tough.
Much better job defensively. They gave up 2
Rocket shot penalty 50% in the first half. What do you Smith into the front court. Shingun and Van Vliet did that at Wichita State on championship in Toronto. To the basketball, the Houston Rockets with a second chance opportunity against a trap. Okay. At the blowback.
Yeah, Van Vliet. He's had some. But the defense, the activity defensively with this unit on the floor. They're really good again. There's Van.
From right, but quick hands by Eason. There's Van Vliet, high off the glass, avoiding Brook Lopez. In the NBA as Giannis loses it. On the push, so good in the fast break point category as Van Vliet fills it up.
One year with league leader defensive in
Is Van Vliet now with 16.
Get a lot of good things out of it.
Van Vliet's been firing away here in the third quarter and picks up the dude.
Lead again, fake handoff.
Oh my goodness.
Pretty much his whole career.
Goes for 3.
He's averaging almost 1.8 a game, which is 6th in the league. 3 for Van Vliet. So his 2 highest scoring games of the season came on this most recent road to that ball game. So the Rockets finally put a push on them late in the third, thanks to Fred Van Vliet, as he shoots over top of it, just chucking the ball in.
So you got the Pacers trying to match the toughness of the Rockets. That's their reputation around the league. And hey, see if guys can guard it. The contact Dylan creates here. He's going to double team.
Leads to a wide open shot. That bounces in. For colleagues around the league, I think we are, generally speaking, not among the 3 of us, but we are relatively on the young side. Stop it, Bob! when they come on the floor, the second unit, they make things happen for them. And Fred VanVleet, that's a brick there by Grant.
They do watch film, can confirm.
But is it with our audio?
Sometimes VanVleet one-on-one with Akia. Crosses him up a couple of times, rises up to the free throw line, and gets bounced. Rockets are down 5. There's VanVleet, Henri, and the paint threw it up and in. This quarter, the Rockets are not being called for one. And Thompson to Fred VanVleet, the midi.
Over to Shedeur. This is VanVleet beyond the arc for good. Sunday against the Boston Celtics. The contest over VanVleet is the Trey. VanVleet says welcome in. Again, that's why if the Rockets lose their last 2 and 2 and 2. VanVleet knocks down the trip by Reed. VanVleet crossover. Deep triple.
Easy baskets in transition.
They don't get a lot of easy ones. VanVleet with the ladder. VanVleet inside, easy ladder.
The defense gets it out to the field and quickly reaches the guys. Great play.
VanVleet wide open. Shot attempt. VanVleet up lane. It's the top up. Here's Shedeur on the move. Kick out. VanVleet sets the feet, hits a three. Shedeur over to VanVleet. Sets the feet. Finally.
More on their physicality. Let's go down to Taryn.
Well, and Nick Nurse mentioned yesterday that he was specifically targeting in yesterday's practice.
Risky move too to bring the ball back in front of the tall defender Thompson, but he pulled it off.
Sixers with 12 of their 14 made field goals coming in the blue rectangular painted area so far tonight. VanVleet gets the jumper.
Another bright spot.
Back iron. Smith ahead to Green. VanVleet catch and shoots. Rattles in. Side.